Alright, this is a culvert on an old road that is plugged. It was recently unearthed.
By Dan Bloomfield.
Yeah, and well, it's full of dirt and it's going to rain tomorrow. So in an attempt to unplug the culvert, we've got 4 5-foot sections of angle iron from an old bed frame bolted together and about to be pushed by a skid steer through the culvert to the other side, where we'll attach a piece of metal to act as a rake and pull it back through with. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I pushed it through, and it's about a foot inside the tunnel, so I've got some 4 strands of baling wire attached to this piece of angle iron with the attempt to pull it back through, but the weak spot's definitely the baling wire, so my fear is getting about 5 feet in there and losing the angle iron. So it might make some ulterior arrangements as well. Okay, went with a new plan, replaced the baling wire with some chains. So just gonna pull the angle iron back through the tunnel by putting the skid steer in reverse and pulling the chain along with it, which is now baling wired to the end of the bed mattress angle iron, or bed frame. So once it's through, then dispose of the bed frame and hook the chain directly up to the grapple and reverse and pull that big chunk through, and then hopefully in the future we can just run some 2x2s through there to push the chain back through and take it bite by bite until it's pristine inside and excited to transport water. Three segments out. Hopefully there's a chain coming soon. There's a chain. Well, I accidentally drove backwards too far and pulled the chain too far into the culvert to get it. So, third approach, use 3 1x2s screwed together and put them back through. Try to attach the chain and then pull it back through again, a little more observantly this time. Alright, the board came through and got the chain wired onto it, and we'll see what happens. Okay, the long awaited goal of pulling that chunk through this very clogged pipe down here, to try to get some of the dirt out so water can flow from down that hill here, is about to finally take place. So fortunately the chain ran out right about where the stick is underground, so also fortunately found this hook thing up in the trees. So it's hooked onto the gator. Gently shift in 4-wheel drive and attempt to pull the chain with that other thing through. And if this doesn't work, we'll hook up the skid steer and do it that way. Closer. closer. Okay. It got stuck with about 5 or 6 feet of, well, yeah, probably 5 or 6 feet of little chain left, so it's unfortunate, but it's stressing that chain. One of the links is starting to go around, so I took the big chain, went back around into it. The gator can't get it out, so I'm gonna hook up to the skid steer and just try to brute force it out. Yay. Alright, after significant digging, some luck, I was able to find the angle iron inside the culvert. It was only about 2 feet inside, but it's very buried. So dug it out, and was able to get a chain through the slot on the end, hook it to the skid steer, and yank it out. And it brought a lot of dirt with it, and you can see some daylight through there now, which is neat.
See the daylight there at the very end? Very faint, but it's there.
So here's the trench now, and hopefully that's enough daylight where maybe some water can meander its way through and at least have a chance of opening it up and draining downhill instead of draining across the road and stealing all our gravel and dumping it down into that nice grass. So next time, if this doesn't work too well, you got a utility pole, shove in there and see how that goes. I just thought this would be an easier alternative, a little more gentle, but it ended up taking all day. So next time, gloves are coming off if this doesn't work. Good day. Well, it ended up raining about 2 inches last night, and some water made its way through, and there it is. So it's flowing a little bit. That last little bit needs dug out, but it is an improvement. Not as big as an improvement as one might hope, because it's pooled quite a bit on this side yet. So definitely not a full pass, but it's better than it was. And it doesn't look like too much ran down the road, if any. It's just wet from getting rained on. So, I don't know, small victory.